It's been a day so far.
Yeah. Yo, Sunday and Mondays is lit. We hit the field, pads clashing, quarterback vision, throw deep with mad passion, defense pressing, they're blitzing like wolves. I'm juking through the line, there's pressure in these moves. It's 4th and inches, pod and long. The crowd is loud, we're bringing the storm. Hail Mary in the sky, let it fly, do or die. Touchdown dance, now the end zone's on fire. Welcome to Pod and Long, your weekly blitz of gridiron football fire.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Pod and Long. I'm your host, Ryan. It's great to have you with us. I'm here once again with the word of Drew.
Friends, the NFL draft is a few short weeks away. We are rapidly encroaching upon exciting playoffs for both the NHL and Mark's Sabres and the NBA and the Spurs. But we all know that the time of celebration is because inertia is back upon us. The baseball season has begun, and the Mets are already in neutral.
Drew, did it ever leave?
That's true. You have to have an opposite reaction to stop the inertia. That's true.
Wow.
Watching Pete Alonso play for the Orioles, that sure feels like it.
Oh, poor Pete. All right, we're also here with Mr. Mike.
I'm channeling my inner Belichick this evening. I have a hoodie.
Cut off hoodie. Wow, look at you. Were you outside working, like flipping tires, doing some CrossFit before this?
We're on to Baltimore.
All right, thanks. We're also here with Mr. Megastar Mark.
Mr. Megastar Mark, who is responsible for another human since we last recorded.
That's true.
As I've said, I feel like by the time that he's 5 or 6 years old, the Bills are going to suck again. So this will be great. He can just go through the motions of being a Bills fan. Just start at rock bottom.
One would say maybe some inertia, if you will.
No, it's not. It's dead in the water. That's what that is. So,
are you going to force him to be a Mets fan? What's your plan there?
I'm not going to force him to be any fan. He's going to pick his teams.
There's no rules. You're not going to give him any ground rules?
Well, there is. No Patriots. We've discussed that. Same rule as you have, Ryan. No Patriots.
Yeah, I had a no Patriots.
Wait. Your child can't just become a Chiefs fan because Pat Mahomes is good at winning Super Bowls?
I mean, that was before all the bad times happened. That was the first Super Bowl they won.
So. Ryan, I will dunk on him on this podcast too.
You would love to be dunked. Yeah, that was. And then forevermore, I've been asked, why can't you dunk? I don't know. I can't dunk.
You're welcome.
Mike can dunk. Why can't you? I can't dunk. I'm sorry. But
There's
I can do a step back mid-range jumper like anybody. I'm pretty good at it. Maybe.
I can dunk. I can foul like Dennis Rodman.
Greg
I
Oden.
rebound a little bit like Rodman. That's about it. That's all I got.
Also Greg Oden.
Yeah.
Except both my knees work.
I was going to say, there's several Greg Oden things we could bring up, but we shouldn't.
Correct. So long as we're on the Mark football bandwagon, Mark's on early. Orlando Storm 1-0 in their debut game.
Whoa, UFL.
Right. Yes,
UFL update.
The Orlando Storm mascot. Holy shit. What a trip that is.
That was frightening.
Wow. That is a terrifying god of thunder.
It's not New Orleans Pelicans level, but it's not that far removed.
Mm-mm.
I can't remember. Did I pick a team?
I don't think you did. Not that I remember.
I have a question. Is it scarier than this?
Oh.
Might be scarier than X-Pac, though. Sorry.
Oh, it's too early for that, Drew!
Think you can tell us what to do? Yeah.
Wow.
You can tell us what to wear?
It just decided to skip the first 10 seconds.
Drew, that move was ass, man.
I'm a nice man.
Oh, your face.
Ryan, that was perfectly cute because you knew I was going to do it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm waiting for the third one. I'm waiting, Mark.
No,
it's your
I'm
turn.
Fine. You're always the
doing
one in my books. So.
That saxophone is so bad.
I'm going to owe Judas Priest royalties now.
There's several others, but we're not going to do it. We're going to go into the A block, and we're going to talk about NFL free agency. We also have the Kyle Orton line. It is revealed the white smoke has been popped. We will discuss. We'll make Mr. Mike very angry, or maybe not.
I am less angry than in previous years.
I'm about to say you should probably be okay.
You should be happy. I was happy. I was shockingly happy.
Well, that's look. You guys have known me long enough. There's no not angry. It's just lesser degrees of anger.
This is the Mr. Burns. I know what I hate, Marge, and I don't hate this.
And I don't hate this. Oh, by the way, my UFL team is the Dallas Renegades because they got a cool logo.
They do have a cool logo.
Okay, fair enough.
They have a new quarterback too. Everybody thought the Spring King, Luis Perez, was going to be their guy, and then they threw this dude in there, and he lit him up for a league record 375 passing yards. That's your boy now.
Wow.
Little guy. When's that little guy going to join the UFL?
Diego Pavia? His dreams need to be crushed.
He hasn't gone through not getting drafted yet.
Yeah, first his dreams need to be crushed. So we're talking next season.
He'll be your Louisville Kings quarterback in 27.
Yeah, that's a 27 move. All right, it's time for the A block.
In 2023, 4 friends were sentenced to watch bad football for crimes they didn't commit. These men promptly escaped, arguing over text message to the YouTube underground. Today, still growing their audience, they survive with silly voices and running gags. If you have an hour to kill, if you have nothing better to do, and if you can find them, maybe you can listen to the A block.
Some stuff happened.
Yep.
The NFL free agency went into full high gear. We always wait to see when the dust settles to break it all down, but it really started off with a bang because Maxx Crosby was traded, and then he was untraded. Drew, your ex-girlfriend at it again. The Raiders. What are we doing here? Is this the Raiders' fault?
Everybody in my circle keeps telling me, like, oh, you shouldn't have given up on the Raiders. They're having this great offseason. No, they're not. Just wait.
You knew.
The funniest thing about all this is clearly the Ravens just backed out, and they made this great elaborate story of why it's not their fault, and it was so funny to just see them like pivot to Troy Hendrickson when he's clearly.
Does anybody know the legend of when John Carpenter was directing Escape from New York and Donald Pleasance played the president? And apparently at one point, Donald Pleasance came to John Carpenter with like a 40-page written thesis on how an English person could have been elected president of the United States and like all the historical events in the Escape from New York lore that would have led to this. And Carpenter was like, yeah, this is great. And as soon as Pleasance left the room, he threw it in the garbage. That's kind of how the Ravens' excuse was.
Really in-depth stuff from them.
But also, like, again, my ex-girlfriend, the Raiders, like, this just proves they didn't learn their lesson with Khalil Mack, right? Like, I understand you got offered a king's ransom for Maxx Crosby, but, like, it's so hard to replace that guy when you already have that guy. Like, you're assuming the Raiders' draft history is that they would find somebody who's as good as that guy, and they won't. Because
they don't have to now. I mean,
he's back,
and very happy, it seems.
And they brought back Malcolm Kuntz and maybe, but I don't know. I don't believe it until there's reason to believe it.
Well, if we go back, Maxx Crosby was traded for 2 first-round picks from the Ravens. At the time, I thought, man, all right, Ravens. I don't know why you're going all in, but you're going all in here. I guess the AFC is sort of open for for something like that. But then I think when the plane was on it in the air, they realized, oh, we can get Trey Hendrickson for no picks and a lot cheaper, and he'll come here on a discount. Let's figure out a way to get out of this.
He is not the same player, though. Like
he's not.
And he's coming off an injury.
Yeah, he's 32.
He's older.
He has great value, Maxx.
Oh, yes,
he does.
He's the Mr. Pibb.
But to me, that Ravens move with getting Maxx Crosby was like their big swing. Like, let's do this to win the AFC. I don't think Trey Hendrickson wins you the AFC.
No,
I think at best he's a decent cog piece at this point. But
right.
I'm sorry, a decent cod piece. I could not have heard that right.
Nope, you heard it exactly right.
Yeah, you got it. Nailed it.
I also thought that too.
But he doesn't have So his big issue is he's 32. When he was playing last year, even when he was playing, his pressure rate was low. He wasn't getting the sacks. I know he was also kind of hurt, but that's not good either. That's just another thing that goes wrong with this guy. So I don't know. I feel like the Ravens just panicked. and then they're like, oh, never mind, we can't. We need these 2 first rounders.
That's exactly right.
Not this
Do
year.
you
This
think
year's draft
do you think they realized that it probably wasn't enough to win the AFC, or do you think
that Maxx Crosby
let's
wasn't?
say Maxx Crosby goes to the Ravens? They have a new coach. They didn't really do much on offense at all to fix the Lamar Jackson problems, but they still have Derrick Henry. Do you think it would have been enough if they had Max to get to the AFC Championship?
It would have got him into the playoffs, I think. Which is, we got to remember, this team missed the playoffs last year,
miss.
so it would have gotten them firmly back in.
You simply look at the fact and say to yourself, was this team one quarterback sack away from going to the Super Bowl? The answer is no.
No.
Right. But they got basically no pressure all year. They didn't have, their defense was worse than it had been in a long time.
Real bad. But, the parts that were the worst were the secondary, and that was ignored. So,
Kyle Hamilton being injured, I think, played a role.
Do I think they think it would have gotten them where they wanted to go? Yeah, sure. I'll buy that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you think they also felt like they had to do something like that to kind of capture, I don't know, like the emotions of the fan base after not losing Harbaugh, getting rid of Harbaugh? Like, I feel like they needed to take a swing just so they could energize. Yeah, right.
The old Mets sign Pedro Martinez to put butts in seats while they transition to something new. Yeah.
Make it, their new defensive coach, make it more palatable when he comes in. Look at the defense. The offense might not be great, but look at this defense. Yeah. Ravens football.
Let me ask you this. Do we think that the fan base was upset that Harbaugh was gone? I think no.
Some were. Some definitely were. I mean,
you're always going to get a portion to complain about everything. I'm sure there was somebody in San Francisco who was sad that Dennis Erickson left. But
I thought it was 50-50, though, for the Ravens fans.
If you're asking me, do I think they're as myopic and short-sighted as Steelers fans have been in the last 2 years? No, I don't think that.
Hey, man. Listen, the Steelers are getting the band back together of the Packers from 10 years ago.
Yeah,
I know.
Maybe not.
For what?
Poochie loves to keep his name dangled out there.
This is about the time we get Poochie news because
I did just see a story of the video release of him high on whatever the drug he was
ayahuasca.
On, just ayahuasca. Just absolute batshit crazy.
I bet by the end of next week he makes some stupid announcement that he's back.
Well, 3 weeks ago he was on Pat McAfee and he said, "If you think I'm doing anything with talking about my career, you can go fuck yourself." And it's like, wait, what else would you be on here? What are you talking about?
Because America really was going on.
America wants to hear from Poochie.
No one wants to hear from Poochie.
Poochie needs to be the only voice in the media. So he figures if he can just find the perfect day to just make that announcement, and he's looking for it. So.
And everyone in media is be asking, "Where's Poochie?"
Exactly.
He's like David Stern used to change some weird NBA rule every August just so that people would talk about the NBA instead of the NFL season starting. That's who Poochie is.
He's gonna wait right before the NBA, the playoffs will be set, but the NBA playoffs won't be occurring at the time. It'll be like a dead day in baseball, and that's the day he's gonna make that decision. So everyone can talk about Poochie.
There's 3 more days of his, I haven't decided. I'm going to go do this. He's not done deciding. There's going to be 3 or 4 news days where there's nothing going on. And it's going to be, Rodgers met with so-and-so and he hasn't decided. Oh my God. I can't believe we're talking about Poochie in the A block here. All right.
Talk about Poochie.
That's by design. That's how it is.
We did it. Damn it. He got us again.
That's how his dark magic
Damn you, Poochie.
He has the dark magic.
Damn you in the fountainhead.
Even McAfee appeared to be annoyed at the fountainhead.
Look, you gotta love a good Ayn Rand reference dropped into a podcast.
Anytime you can get Ayn Rand in the show.
Yeah.
The Poochie Book Club. Oh man.
Poochie loves the Rush album 2112. Loves it.
Yeah.
Complete adoration.
Yeah.
I do, but not like he does.
All right. Let's talk about some other moves. The Dolphins decided to blow up their entire season for 2026. They released Tua, meaning they taking a $99 million cap hit.
We do need to talk about this, though, because they split it between 2 years. Why?
I don't know.
You're not going to be any good this year. Just take the $90 million hit this year.
Take it.
Right.
Unless they literally couldn't afford to field a team.
Maybe they couldn't.
Maybe they couldn't
out
hit the salary cap floor without it.
They literally ship out everyone, and then because they are the Packers South, right? They hire the Packers assistant GM. They hire the Packers defensive coordinator. They come up and they bring in Malik Willis, the Packers backup quarterback.
Who I like. I think that's actually he's gonna get a lot of. He's gonna play all the time. So,
but who's he gonna? What weapons does he have? There's nobody there except for Etienne. He's the only one. The running back.
Who
knows if he'll still be there?
Available.
I
think if you make a good offer, they're not going to turn down that. So.
The Dolphins guy said there's no way he's available, which is code for the in the NFL of he's definitely available. Please call.
Yeah, just offer me a little more and see. I give Miami credit for having the bravery to just swallow the poison pill rather than drag it out. But
they had to.
They're going to be reprehensibly bad for the next.
You got to tank. You tank it.
My favorite thing is the Jets and the Dolphins going step by step to see who can march for Arch harder.
Well, that's just can you imagine? Can you imagine Arch Manning in a Dolphins uniform? Because that's what they think is going to happen.
Yes, they do. Because they have 3 first-rounders next year. I think the Dolphins do, and then the Jets have 3 next year. So they're both thinking the same thing here.
And by the way, it's not like they broke the bank on Malik Willis.
No,
it was actually a decent contract. It was pretty cheap. It was $67 million over 2 years.
That's not even Jalen Brown money.
I too remember John Elway in a Baltimore Colts jersey.
Yeah, there's no way Arch is going to go play for the Dolphins.
I saw something that said the Dolphins.
Not unless they give his grandfather full ownership of the team.
They might.
Not impossible.
Yeah, right.
I saw something that said the top 5 players Dolphins are paying this year. Tua is number 1 off the team. Tyreek Hill is number 2 off the team. Bradley Chubb is number 3 off the team.
On the Bills.
It was Minka Fitzpatrick number 4 off the team, and Jalen Waddle number 5 off the team.
Maybe the Mets can convince the Dolphins to pay for Bobby Bonilla.
Just pick up the last few years. Isn't Bonilla's deal almost over?
No, that goes to like 2052.
Does it really? It goes.
Yeah, it goes for 52. Might be an exaggeration.
I thought it was 32. I thought it was 32.
That sounds more right. It's got a few.
It's
more
in reach of our lifetimes, assuming we don't.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
2035,
or that he doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
2035.
The next Rush album.
We're in the single digits.
We're in the single digits.
He got an 8% interest rate over 25 years. That's not shabby.
Yeah, right.
No.
I mean, he's brilliant. Brilliant move. Smart.
Yeah.
By the way, he also got $500,000 from the Orioles from 2004 until 2028.
Stupid Orioles.
So he has 2 teams paying him
to go away forever.
Ugly-ass team Orioles are.
Don't look now. I think the Mets are also still paying Brett Saberhagen. It's not nearly as much. I think they owe him like $100,000 every year or something like that. But I think they're still paying Brett Saberhagen, or they were until recently.
Wow.
Up by two, Drew. Up by 2.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, the Dolphins released Tua, and Tua found a new home. Do you like Tua as a Falcon? Tua, the Falcons quarterback. Drew, are you thrilled you didn't pick the Falcons now that Tua, Michael Penix, and Kirk Cousins are all in their room together?
Kind of, but I wanted to pick them. They were on the list. There's a lot of advantages to rooting for a team in Atlanta, and boy, that is a time bomb.
Yeah,
if you have 3 quarterbacks, you have no quarterback. But maybe they'll pull a Hawks and have strip club night at a Falcons game.
Strip club night. That didn't happen though. Didn't they get rid of it?
Can we talk about that for just a second? I don't want to derail the show, but I'm going to derail the show. 1, how did that happen? 2, how did somebody else at the Hawks not tell the person who came up with that, no, let's not do that? And 3, how did the league let that get that far?
They did stop it eventually, right?
Yeah,
it's
but
an unbelievable confluence of events.
And it wasn't even hidden. They were promoting that for a while. How did that not
did
get
take
noticed
a while
earlier?
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure, and not that this is apples to apples or whatever, but I'm pretty sure that the couple that owns the Hawks also owns the Dream, Like, I'm equally
wow.
surprised. I'm equally surprised that the Dream had no statement about this at all.
It's pretty ugly. It's a bad look.
We didn't know what strip club it would be. That could have been the Dream.
It takes a while to get started.
Look, the best
Too long.
The best thing out of that entire arrangement is now I have my fantasy football team for next year.
American males?
No. Tua-inch Penix.
2-inch.
Yes,
Tua-inch Penix.
The rap in the Falcons is always like untapped potential. They just have more of it now. It's just
It's unbelievable. Like, it's unbelievable. They should be good.
Right. They should be good.
They should be.
Yeah.
Actually, Tua, technically, if on paper, Tua in a Kevin Stefanski quick throw offense makes sense.
That's the Falcons are now occupying that same space that the Washington Wizards recently started occupying, which is team that's way better in a video game than they actually are in real life.
Yeah.
So, what was the name of the little clown that was with Doink?
Dink.
I believe it was Dink. Yeah.
Okay.
Dink.
The NFL has its version of Dink because we now have
Be very careful what you say next.
Kyler Murray playing in Minnesota with Juggalo JJ.
Oh my God. Is this not the greatest?
Oh, it's amazing. The gifts that came out of that signing.
Yeah.
Good call. Preemptive strike there. Seriously, like having him as a child wandering through the hallways, very funny. Just everything about.
Oh God.
Yeah,
he's Dink the Clown. That's what we call him all year long now.
Dink.
He's Dink the Clown.
Man, the Vikings look bad.
Oh.
Yeah, they do. Well, at the very least, they don't look better.
No,
exactly.
Right. Better.
In that division, you got to get better. So,
if you're the Vikings, I think the analogy is a dude who woke up realizing he fumbled a perfect 10 or at least a solid 8.5 when he's a 4. And he just latches onto the first thing he can find because that 8 got married. Sam Darnold won the Super Bowl. Now they're like, holy shit, we screwed this up. For the love of God, I don't want to die alone. And so they settled on Kyler Murray.
There's no way this works, right? There's no way this works,
It's
right?
like a tiny, angry Latina woman. It's just going to end poorly.
I'm not going to say there's no way this works for the Vikings.
Okay,
because I don't want to completely make irrelevant the systemic ineptitude of the Cardinals.
Okay.
Could
just be a Cardinals issue. You think Kyler Murray is just a Cardinals issue, maybe?
I don't know that it's entirely a Cardinals issue, but I'm not willing to write that off either until I see what he does in Minnesota, which say what you will about the Vikings, they are a better organization than the Cardinals.
They are. And Justin Jefferson is there. And Kyler Murray, when he had DeAndre Hopkins, was somewhat serviceable. So,
he has had good seasons.
Yes, right. We'll see where this goes.
And
he also has
a corner outfielder.
He's got a quarterback whisperer as his coach now.
Yep, right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who can't fix JJ McCarthy somehow.
Well, nobody can.
Yeah, right.
Violent J himself can't fix JJ McCarthy.
JJ McCarthy might be the number 2 overall pick if he came out this year. That's how bad.
That's also
my
true.
God. Yeah. Well, that's tough. If you get replaced by Dink. I mean,
we gotta stop saying that. No good can come of it.
We do. Yeah, no good can come of it.
Why?
Them together is so funny. Though,
when you're older.
We've got Kyler, the Call of Duty guy who doesn't study the playbook, hanging out with a real life Juggalo.
They're gonna trade so many Fortnite skins.
Oh yeah,
there's gonna be so many lava lamps and Sublime posters in their dorm room.
That's right. I know that's right.
They got the blacklight one for sure.
JJ's like, dude, there's this awesome song called Santeria. You ever hear it?
This awesome song.
JJ's just like, it's the Mad Catz controller and it's yours, Kyler.
And he plays Lonnie Century on the bongos.
My friend Kyler's coming over to play.
Do we have Hot Pockets and Tostitos pizza rolls?
Poor Mad Catz.
Hey, Mom, can you drive us to Taco Bell so we can get a 12er of tacos? Shut up, Mom! How are we out of Fago? This sucks. You suck, Mom.
My God, Mad Catz still exists.
Of course it does. Of course it does. Do they still make controllers? I'm guessing for like the PlayStation 5, right?
No, they appear to be in the PC accessory business now.
And they make dildos too, oddly enough.
I'm sorry.
I'm kidding.
Ryan, you were real quick with that knowledge.
Is that the appendix of Coach Textbook's book?
Yeah, it's part of it.
Right.
It's his preferred dildo.
Here's your discount code
The
for
appendage,
Mad
if
Catz
you will.
dildo.
It's the appendage
Man,
of Coach Textbook.
and that thing was
Coach Textbook is sort of decent now. He made a play. He made the playoffs.
That's right.
You know who's not so decent? Is Geno Smith. Oh boy, Geno.
Oh, come on, Geno.
Again?
In the kitchen, big guy?
That's a flag on the plate for sure.
Yeah, but look at that face. Can't stay mad.
Lucky we love you, Geno. Always will.
He's still with us. He's back on the Jets. He's back on the Jets. The Jets trade for Geno Smith.
I just like the Dolphins made all those moves, and the Jets were just like staring at the cameras, like, you know what? We're trading for Geno.
We're going to give up something for Geno. We're giving it up.
Right.
What?
We're working harder this year.
It's mind-boggling.
Oh God.
What in the world are we doing?
Look. Anytime you have the opportunity to bring back a quarterback who got punched in the jaw by his own teammates, you just got to do it. That's leadership.
What's crazy is the Jets offseason, they made some good signings. They weren't like megastars, but they were solid young defensive players. So I actually thought for a while, I'm like, all right, well, you're planning to at least be competitive. No, apparently not.
No, they're not. They're planning to be,
you're not serious.
They are planning to have a base from which they can strike after they get Arch Manning.
Right.
Somewhere in a higher plane of existence than we're capable of perceiving, John Philip Sousa is writing the March for Arch to the Jets right now.
Oh yeah.
He's back. He's gonna. Yeah. It's been 100 and something years. He's coming back. He's finally gonna come back.
It's America's 250th birthday. I think we deserve this.
Yeah,
we do.
Who is firmly marching right now? We know the Dolphins and the Jets are very much marching. Would we say the Saints
Cardinals
are marching?
Cardinals
are marching. I think
the Saints are always marching.
The Saints feel like they should be, but they also seem irrationally confident in Chuck.
Yeah,
right, but that's a
so
problem.
Weird
like,
how many stories are coming out there.
I feel like Arch would go to New Orleans. I feel like that's your shot right there. So
yes,
yeah, right.
Yeah, the Jet.
Maybe he already knows he's going to go to New Orleans.
Maybe he'll force his way there.
Are the Cardinals marching, or are they just going to fall backwards into it?
Yeah,
the Cardinals are just the Cardinals,
God.
and there's no way he goes to Arizona.
He's not going there.
He still has another year, right? He has another year of eligibility past this season.
Yeah, he does.
Is he redshirt junior this year? I thought this might have been it.
He did not redshirt, I don't think, right? He played as a freshman, didn't he?
But I don't know if he played the.
He could stay and be a senior, though, couldn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had 2 years of eligibility left. Maybe
he does. He's got the 26 because he
was a sophomore
redshirt junior.
Year.
Okay, so he's got 2 years left.
I'm just saying, like, a lot of teams are planning for this. You don't have, and by the way, it's bullshit if you ever hear people say, like, Dolphins and Jets. They have 3 first-rounders next year for a reason, and he's the reason. So it is what it is.
Because, by the way, that's insurance that if you don't get the first-round pick, you can try and deal for it.
You can try to deal for it, right? Exactly.
No,
now, I just want to throw this out there. Peyton Manning's oldest son is 14.
I know he is. He's actually already getting like college interest too. I was reading.
Yeah, apparently he good.
Yeah, he is good. He is good.
He's 14. How the hell can you tell?
You can. I mean, how many of these other kids were at like prep schools at 14?
Freddie Adu signed with an MLS team when he was 14, and he sucked.
Let me tell a story. I was student teaching at one point, and I went to a track meet. And at that track meet, a man showed up in Timberlands and a sweatsuit and ran the 400 and smoked everyone on that thing by about 20 seconds. His name was Mike Hart. You can tell when someone's that good at
Michigan running back Mike Hart.
Yeah, they're just, it's a different plane of being.
Yeah.
No, again, he could suck. Who knows? But the fact of the matter is, like, Peyton Manning's son, you know that he's going to get the exact right coaching, the right nutrition. His six head will grow. It will grow as it's supposed to.
His forehead will be large.
You know, it's one of those things where I think we're starting to see it with some athletes, where the next generation, like I'm thinking Christian McCaffrey. Like Ed McCaffrey's a hell of a football player. His mom was an Olympic track star from Stanford.
Yeah.
And like Christian McCaffrey is a genetic freak because
Ed kind of held him back. We remember how Ed played.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
He was okay.
he was fine.
He was okay. He's
Yeah,
fine.
right.
But you look at McCaffrey and you think the dude genetically is just out of this world. And, you know, I don't know what Peyton Manning's wife is like, but at the same time, like if your dad is one of the probably 5 greatest quarterbacks to potentially play the game, you've got some shot at it. He's not brawny.
I'll tell you this, though. Marshall Manning, it's a hell of a name. That's a
Good
quarterback name, baby. That is a great name.
Her name. That is a name.
And by the way, as far as teams marching for Arch, like, yeah, everybody's going to concentrate on Miami, Arizona, the Jets, but you're going to get a full-on Jim Ross run out by the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They're coming screaming down to the ring, waving a steel chair.
Right. If they trade Garrett at any point, they are marching hard.
They might not have to trade Garrett to march that hard.
That's true.
Remember,
It's funny.
Deshaun Watson can be a number 1 quarterback.
He's available. He's going to be available.
They talked about giving him a new contract to lower his cap hit. So there could be that in the future.
That's unbeliable. What a gift that keeps on giving that is.
Now, could that new contract be in a bag of circus peanuts?
That's all you can get.
They owe him a bag of circus peanuts every year between now and the end of time.
All right. Well, Geno Smith, he's back on the Jets, and I was kind of
that's right.
Yeah, that's how we ended up here. I was thinking about Geno on the Jets.
That turd again.
Like, I can't believe he's back on the Jets, and then I was like thinking through last time he was on the Jets, and I was like, I went to Jets training camp, and I stood on the field. I had a field pass at Jets training camp the last time he was a Jet.
Yeah.
It was him and Michael Vick. I found the picture. It's him, Chris Ivory, and Michael Vick standing right next to me in 2014.
He was in the same draft class as EJ Manuel, who has long since been retired.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I think close to a decade at this point. Now he's
shout out to him for sticking around this long, but
apparently he's a decent at what he does now. Good for him.
Yeah. Aaron Glenn's fucked, right?
That was Ryan. That was 10 years ago.
Yeah, I know. 10
they
plus.
had today.
Neither of your children were born.
Right.
Right.
No kids.
When they were today, they had like the NFL, like the GM meeting or the owners meeting. Sorry, so all the GMs and coaches were there, and they always do that one coach photo, right, where it's all of them in a row, and then they haven't seen one. Aaron Glenn is all the way to the left, and I'm not even joking. It looks like they moved his chair down anyway. Like there's a gap between him,
like a little bit further away. You just Photoshop you out later.
Photoshopped in.
Yeah, and he looks so sad. He looks so depressed.
It's not going to go well for Aaron Glenn. I'm so sorry.
No. When they're marching with a "we have the number 1 overall pick. Who wants this job?" type of deal. So.
Yep.
All right, a couple more.
Chapel Bill want that job. He might
yeah,
by then
for sure.
There's no way he goes back to the Jets.
Ever. No, that's true too. That's true
Jets.
too. That's a good point. He can't go back there.
Colts decided to re-sign Daniel Jones, even though he blew out his Achilles, to a $40+ million a year for 2 years. I don't know what else
What other choice did they have?
Yeah, I don't think they had another choice.
They let go of Anthony Richardson, so what was their choice?
Is he officially gone right now?
No, I think he's still in the trading block.
I think it's still trade for him. Alec Pierce got signed to a huge deal. I mean,
well, they said he was going to get paid. He was going to be the receiver that got paid out of this class because he's got speed.
Yep.
So they were able to keep him. Justin Fields ended up on the Chiefs. I don't know. What does this mean?
He'll be a fine spot starter for them for like 2 games until Mahomes is ready. That's all they need him
Is
to
that
be.
what this was? Just cannon fodder?
I think so. It was a guy who can kind of run that offense reasonably well for a couple of weeks if they need him to in September.
Do we want to talk about?
He does pretty well.
He sort of looks like Pat Mahomes, and he runs around sometimes. That's the same thing.
Yeah,
not exactly. Are we?
He doesn't go through his progressions like Mahomes.
Do we care at all about Joe Flacco back in the league on the Bengals?
Yes, because dear God, him and Phillip Rivers could be back together. Come on, Phil, one more go round,
please. Some running backs moved around. Any of these strike your fancy? Kenneth Walker III left the Super Bowl champions and went to the Chiefs. 3 years, $45 million. I've always liked Kenneth Walker. I don't understand why the Seahawks chose not to pay him.
Didn't even try, which also made me a little alarmed that they knew something because they did not even give a crap about him leaving.
I think they have the other guy.
They think Charbonnet is their guy.
Yeah.
Like that's where they're going to put their money, and then they're going to draft somebody else.
And he's younger, and he's at a more reasonable contract, so like that they would have obviously paid for this. So, good move for the Chiefs because they're going to definitely be a running team for the first couple of weeks. So that's a good move.
Charbonnet sounds like something that the ladies' man at SNL would say. Yeah. Had that glass of Charbonnet.
That is disgusting.
Disgusting.
But yeah, the Chiefs have essentially been wandering through the woods trying to find a running back ever since they drafted what's his buckets from LSU. Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah.
Like they've never really been able to fill that gap adequately for a long period of time, plus or minus Kareem Hunt. But
Reese Holmes ain't walking through that door. Christian Okoye ain't walking through that door.
Larry Johnson ain't walking through that door.
Yeah, Larry Johnson.
For the 2 years before he started getting pissy.
With the Chiefs, you have no idea which one of the receivers is going to end up in jail at the beginning of the season. So
also true.
They did not fix those problems. So
three receivers, all 3 have pending like misdemeanors or felonies. That's
they're
counting on the state of Missouri to solve those problems.
Yes, that's right. Yeah,
but they're getting on their 38-year-old tight end back.
Yeah.
And by the way, they're not even going to be in the state of Missouri anymore. They're moving to Kansas City, Kansas.
Right. They're moving to Kansas. The only scary thing about the potential resurgence of the Chiefs is they're going to get a high pick, and they could get one of those actual good receivers here.
Yeah.
It's either a lineman or a receiver.
I think they're going to go receiver because, I mean, we'll talk about this on the draft episode, I'm sure. But to me, like you can get this is an okay year for O-linemen, and they're going to have a high pick in the second. Take an O-lineman there. Take one of those like Tyson or something like that at number 9, and you're going to it's going to be a good move.
They'll be all right.
Yeah.
David Montgomery got traded to the Texans. That was like the first thing that happened, which was crazy during free agency. It's like, okay, Texans needed somebody.
I think what you're seeing between the Lions and the Seahawks is teams are more willing than they have been in recent years to pay one running back, but they're not going to pay 2.
No. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. And Gibbs is way better than Montgomery.
Gibbs is and I like Montgomery, but Gibbs is way more dynamic.
Yep. It's a little sad that Sonic and Knuckles are broken up. That makes me a little sad.
Yeah.
You can't have Tyrone Wheatley and Napoleon Kaufman forever.
I mean, that was fun when they were together. Travis Etienne moves from the Jaguars to the Saints. Do we care?
No.
Fun name for New Orleans. I like that.
Changed his pronunciation back to his native pronunciation, which I appreciate.
Yep.
By the way, I want to go back to the Chiefs thing for a second. The Chiefs moving to Kansas City, Kansas. I don't give a shit about that because the Chiefs still suck and I hate them, even though I'm broken up with the Raiders. The Bears can't really move to Indiana, can they?
That seems weird.
I hate that.
That can't be allowed, right?
It seems like it's moving forward unless this is a really weird play to try to get
only the Jets and Giants are allowed to do that, and it's because they elected to play in a swamp.
Yeah.
It's because the NFL will do anything that makes them more money.
That's correct.
I actually hate to say this, but at the owners' meeting today, I agreed with something that Robert Kraft said.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah, no, he basically said, like, listen, he's like,
let's go to the rub and tug.
No, Drew, don't say what you're thinking of saying.
We all would agree with that.
Mike
he said, like,
it.
the league is going to go to 18 games. They're pressuring everybody to go to 18 games.
So
we're going to go to 18 games. The owners know they're going to go to 18 games, but let's add a second bye week. let's make the 1 week always an international game and then a bye week before that international game. Like, let's structure it so it's easier on the players and get rid of a preseason game. I'm like, okay, like I'm fine with that. I like the idea of true, buys in a single season. I think it's needed, especially if you're doing traveling for international.
And then if you do that, you could push back the Super Bowl to President's Day.
Right. Whatever.
Weekend,
they always wanted to do that. Right.
They've wanted to do that forever. You could have that. I mean, there's
There's so many things about an 18-game schedule that I hate.
Yeah. But I like his honesty. It's like, it's going to happen. It's just the way the pressure's on us. It's going to happen.
We all knew it was going to happen.
Right. And the international games are going to happen. It is what it is. So.
Well, a couple of our teams made big moves in the wide receiver category. Let's start with Mr. Mike. You picked up Mike Evans and Christian Kirk.
Yeah, we did.
2 new wideouts to work with.
Also
Brock Purdy.
Dre Greenlaw.
Your guy.
Yeah,
you
that was
Greenlaw.
coming
back. Yeah.
But they
so
haven't.
Far, so good.
They haven't achieved wish number 1 on Mike's wish list, which is they have not traded Mac Jones for a king's ransom of
no,
first round
that hasn't
picks,
happened yet. It's not over yet. It's not over yet.
Yeah,
Already?
right. You don't know what's going to happen in the draft.
What if Poochie decides he's not going to play?
Yeah.
What's Pittsburgh going to do?
Oh God, Mac Jones in Pittsburgh.
Mac attack, baby.
Big Mac would fit right in Pittsburgh, right?
Him and DK.
Mm-hmm. Look, when I think Steel City toughness, I think Mac Jones.
Yeah. Great move. I love Mike Evans in that offense. I love it there. I think that's great.
I'm a Mike Evans defender for a long time.
Yep.
That takes off. So he's one of those guys that because he's there, everyone below him gets that much better.
Yeah. I thought though going in, I'll tell you one guy, I think Juwan Jennings overplayed his hand. Like I think he's he's still a free agent and he wanted to get paid like a number 1. He was like looking for $20 million a year. And he's still in the market. Nobody wants him.
Nobody wants him or Brandon Ayuk, whatever's happening with him.
Yeah, right.
Well, yeah, the owner said something stupid about Ayuk today.
Well, he's lost his mind. Ayuk went crazy.
Shanahan's just like, it'll resolve itself, yada, yada, yada. And then like Jed York's like, I think everything's possible, right? We don't have, he's a good football player. It's like, dude, he's never playing for you again.
No, trade him to the Dolphins. Come on.
Get him out of there.
Trade him to the Dolphins.
Get him out of there.
Yeah,
the Dolphins.
Put him in the trash heap.
To quote the Mad Dog, get out of there. He's done. He's done.
Malik.
I don't know if he'll ever play another NFL snap. To be honest, like he seems hurt.
Nah, he will because somebody will take a flyer on him for cheap.
100%.
Yeah,
mostly
will do something.
Juwan Jennings is not crazy. He just had a really high opinion of his talents, right? Which now he's stuck. He won't go back to. He's not going to go back to San Francisco. They already filled his spot twice.
Juwan.
Yeah.
So.
You're not Alec Baldwin. You're not even Billy Baldwin.
How about Steven Baldwin?
He's Steven.
Juwan Jennings is a perfectly good 2 wide receiver.
2, yes, he's a fine 2.
Are you
Estevez
concerned?
Brother, is he?
Which Estevez brother?
Joe Estevez, the one in
Mystery Science Theater 3000, whatever movie that is.
Are you concerned at all about the
werewolves? I can't remember.
Are you concerned at all about the substation and these old knees that are going to
allegedly it's been investigated and cleared.
Yes,
it's been cleared.
Yeah.
Like they cleared the land, like they got rid of it, moved it, or they cleared the idea that it is a problem. Well, he muted himself. Now the substation people are trying to silence Mike.
Big substations after Mike.
Substation will never keep me quiet.
This is such a such a stupid kowtow to the times we live in, where some asshole can say something on the internet. Besides the 4 of us who are flawless.
Right. All of our conspiracy theories, though, Drew, are so.
Yeah. You've never made a mistake ever.
I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. Just know that I could.
My Joe Namath theory holds strong. He did something, and the Jets are cursed.
Mark and I are acutely aware of what Frank Reich did.
Well, you know what's funny now is that Frank Reich is back in the league. He's the offensive coordinator of the Jets. You guys.
Dear God.
Somehow these 2 curses are in a Venn diagram together now.
No.
Smith, Frank Reich. It's 2016 all over again.
Frank Reich future interim head coach of the New York Jets.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, that's coming. That's coming.
First coach fired for sure. Going to be Aaron Glenn.
Week 8.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as possible.
Yeah.
As soon as humanly possible. They had the guy was a cornerback, and they had no interceptions last year, the first time that's ever happened.
Traded Sauce Gardner.
Yeah. People make fun of obviously what happened with the Jets last year, but Aaron Glenn looked lost, like legitimately lost. Like, I don't know what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I don't see it improving. All right. This is a very important category because Karen Romeo Doubs is now a Patriot. 4 years, $70 million.
Him and his kazoo helmet.
Somebody made a post of what had happened, and every time they posted it, his head got bigger, which I thought was, but it was
too
slight.
good.
It wasn't overly. It was just a little bit bigger each time. That was real funny.
Oh, Romeo Doubs, Karen.
I feel like that's the most
underutilized character.
Underutilized joke we ever had with Karen
Romeo Doubs.
Every time I think about it, I really legitimately smile because of how funny that was.
Him complaining about getting too many targets.
Yeah, he didn't get enough targets.
He didn't get enough, but he's the leader in targets.
Right. I need more touchdowns. You lead the team. There's nobody else.
Bro, you ain't getting the Randy ratio. You're not that good.
Yeah, right.
He sat out a game too, didn't he?
Yes. And
you're gonna have to figure this out. How? You're gonna sit out? What do you mean? Oh, Karen Romeo Doubs. How well do you think him and Drake May will get along?
I think he'll be fine there. I do. I think he'll be okay.
Right. He'll be on his best behavior for a year or so because he thinks he's going to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, $70 million is obscene for Romeo Doubs, but
correct.
How much of that is actually guaranteed? And
Mike Vrabel might kill him.
Add him to the long list of wide receivers that the Packers cultivated who went other places and were never heard from again.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Also Walker, Javon.
Yeah, Javon.
No, boy, Javon.
I feel like I think he's going to pull the Bill Parcells way and call him like a girl every now and then.
Jesus.
Randall
Terry Glenn's not with us anymore.
Terry. Yeah. The Denver Broncos did make a trade to help Bo Nix. They traded for Jalen Waddle. They gave up quite a bit, though, to get.
They give up a lot.
They traded for a guy who can outrun their quarterback's arm.
Yeah. The problem with Waddle, I didn't realize how.
In fairness, one of the four of us could outrun the arm if we trained for a little bit.
Correct.
He was hurt a lot. I had no idea. When he plays, when he's healthy, he's fucking great. But when I actually looked at how many games he's missed per season, that's a good chunk of the seasons he hasn't played. So
in fairness, it's easy to get hurt in Miami.
Yeah,
he missed games at Bama too. He's never been spotless in his injury history.
But when he's on, and
when
that's
unbelievable.
Denver needed this too.
They did, and I think the risk is worth it for Denver. I think that's a good move on their end. So,
well, they're in a good position to win now.
Sure,
they needed that piece. They were one bad quarterback injury away from going to the Super Bowl. Let's be honest. That Broncos team with Bo Nix likely beats the Pats.
Yeah, they maybe did. They still don't have a running back, which is odd to me that they haven't been able to figure that out. But I'm sure they'll find somebody
for a sophomore year. I'm not against him. I thought he was okay. I think he was a touchdown vault for his rookie year.
I just don't think he can do it alone. I think they need somebody else there. And then the Bills made a move. They traded for DJ Moore. That was also one of the earliest moves that happened in free agency. The Bills trading for DJ Moore. Now I have a DJ Moore apologist, although I literally watching the body language doctor between him and Caleb Williams, you could tell it wasn't going well. They did not like each other. They were not on the same page. They hated each other. So you could see this one coming.
Caleb's
him and Josh Allen should get along.
Invite to his birthday party.
Yeah, and that's Brady's boy. That's his. That's the guy who, when he was in Carolina, the one he relied most heavily on. So
he was great in Carolina. I mean, he's a tough dude.
Yeah,
going on traffic, making hard catches. But
he's kind of like the opposite of Waddle, where he doesn't miss games, but he also doesn't take over games the way that Waddle takes over.
Yeah, I could buy that. Yeah. Now, with Josh Allen, maybe all things improve.
And
certainly.
Do you think the Bills think he's a new number one?
I think they think he is. I don't think he is. Yeah, I think he is a good number two.
Yeah.
I think Shakir is an excellent number three, and I don't think they're just missing a number one. And maybe whoever they look at in the draft, I don't know. But they're picked late, so I don't think you're going to get a number one at that point. But We'll see.
I'd be a little tiny bit concerned. I love DJ Moore, but him and Khalil Shakir kind of do the same stuff.
They do. He goes deep a little bit. Shakir almost never goes deep. Shakir will almost always go over the middle. Moore does go deep occasionally. So
I'm a Moore guy. I loved him. I was mad he got
fine.
traded, so I think he'll be fine. But he's not a number one as far as
he's
I'm
not.
concerned.
And I said that when he got traded, I texted you guys. I'm like, the Bills have a number 2 now, but they don't have a number 1 still. So.
Yeah. Well, at least they were making moves there. At least they did something to that receiver room.
It's better than it was last year, I guess.
It's already better. Offensive line. The Raiders decided to get a center, the best center available.
Yes.
They overpaid this guy by like triple what any other center would get paid. But hey, you know what? Get a good center.
It's a great move. It is a great move if they're trying to fix their offensive line. The problem
Which
is what
they
they
need
paid
to.
for it.
Yeah.
I mean, they desperately need to fix their offensive line. And listen, this is one of those things, and you see it in the NBA sometimes too, where the cap rises more than teams thought it would, and they have to rush to spend that money. So the Raiders chose to dump it into a position of need, which there's a lot of worse decisions you could make. We'll see what happens if their left tackle comes back and he's healthy for the first time in a couple of years. They have the makings of a decent offensive line. Yep. Keeping Kid Dabo upright.
Kid Dabo.
His contract spikes in year 3, but in year 3 that's when the TV deals come up. So that salary cap spike
may not matter.
Yeah, in year 3.
There's worse ways to spend your money than on a 26-year-old center that's a stud.
And I'm sure they're thinking that they're still going to be paying Mendoza on a rookie contract by then.
Sure, right.
Yeah, right. It's not a terrible move. We talked about Trey Hendrickson defensively going to the Ravens. Sure, why not? I guess we'll see what happens there. The Bills added Bradley Chubb from the Dolphins, $45 million. It's a cheap contract. He kind of just goes right into the Bosa spot, right?
My favorite move the Bills did was C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I love him next to Wonder Bread. I think it's a very funny.
There you go. An asshole, a real asshole back there.
C.J. Gardner-Johnson, who has a YouTube page about his $1 million jewelry next to a guy who looks like he goes to cotillions in the afternoon. So.
Cotillions. Raiders also picked up Bills player Taron Johnson, who I like a lot. Played really well, but scheme didn't work anymore, right? Megastar.
No, he's not going to fit in the Jim Leonard offense.
Mark,
so that's not a bad.
Mark will know what I'm talking about. That's the first Cole Ford alert of the offseason.
Yes, we're getting close, man. So the sirens are going.
The sirens are awake.
Rams made a trade for Trent McDuffie. Fuck those picks. They send some more picks to the Chiefs for Trent McDuffie. Mm-hmm. It's not a bad pickup. That was one of their big problems last year. No coverage. So, and now their other big problem continues to bite people. Bitey.
Oh, God.
We've got Bitey.
We're not doing a football foobar today, okay? But if we did, it'd be Puka again.
It'd be Bitey.
Jesus Christ.
It's a regular Luis Suarez.
Did he say something also anti-Semitic? Will he?
Yeah, because he said the thing on the podcast, and then his response was like, "Hey, I've never said anything like that. I'm not that guy." And then this story comes out, and it's like, no, he said it again. He is that guy.
It's actually worse if I remember. Like, if such a thing can be judged, it was even worse.
The only reason why anyone heard about me biting someone is because they control the media.
And then his brother stole an NBA player's car.
Right, yeah.
The Nakuas are not looking good right now. One of my favorite players, too, before all this happened. Yikes.
Fucking insane. Then he started talking about CTE and how it wasn't real. And
that was also Cam Scattaboo saying CTE is not real. Oh, boy.
It's an excuse. For what? I'm not certain. But it's an excuse.
Now, for Cam Scattaboo, CTE may not be real because that may be his state right now.
No, that's true.
So for him, it may not be real.
It might not be. The Panthers made some moves. My Panthers, they made some moves. They signed Jalen Phillips, linebacker, edge guy from Dolphins and Eagles, and then Devin Lloyd, middle linebacker from the Jaguars.
Love that one.
Nice cheap deal there. So we're getting some defense in there. We got some defensive help. I like it.
They won the division last year. I think they're steamrolling toward it again this year. So,
well, I don't think the Falcons are better, and the Saints, beat us twice. So, whatever. And then the Bucks are worse. I think the Bucks are worse. Bucks are worse. So nice. I like the defensive pickups. Yep. Still some work to do. Still some work to do. All right, that means it's time for the Orton line. We are ready to unveil the end of season Orton line. Here it is. Let's bring this up here. Here we go. I don't know if there's a way to not have us blocked by it. Probably not. Here we go. Orton line. All right. Number 1, Josh Allen. Number 2, Matt Stafford. Number 3, Pat Mahomes. Interesting. Number 4, Burrow. Also interesting. Number 5, Drake May. That's
for the record. 5. I had Drake May significantly lower than this. I got outvoted.
I would also agree with that.
Oh man, you can't deny what he did. I know it was against a shit. I know he had the easiest schedule, but if we're just basing at the end of the year, you can't ignore that.
Okay. All right. Lamar Jackson, Sam Darnold, your Super Bowl winning quarterback, is 7th. That's pretty high for him. Yeah. He went high there. Number 8, Dak Prescott, making a huge rebound jump from earlier in the Orton line history. Brock Purdy, 9. Mr. Mike, are you satisfied with this?
Mostly, but I also take some objection to Drake May being ranked ahead of him.
Well, here's the deal with the guys.
Brock Purdy actually played well in a Super Bowl.
Here's the deal with the guys below Drake May. Like the next 4 guys, Lamar, Sam, Dak, Brock. Dak and Sam have questions that will follow them forever, regardless of what they did. Lamar didn't have his usual season, and Brock missed a bunch of games.
Yeah.
And that availability is part of it. That
injuries play a role in here.
It's at the end of the season, taking the whole season into effect, and like it's. Yep. I think those games Brock missed hurt him a little bit, but
I agree.
And rounding out the top 10, our guy Caleb Williams, real nice showing the playoffs until his one interception.
Had a good year.
His one terrible interception to end the season there, but the Indiana Bears, Caleb Williams. Baker Mayfield, 11th. Interesting. Trevor Lawrence with a bounce back up to 12.
Yeah, really?
Jacksonville had a decent year.
They did.
They went 12-5 or something.
Yeah, they did.
It's funny to go back and listen to us after week 8 talking about that Orton line. It was like Trevor Lawrence sucks. We know everything he's going to be, and this is all he's ever going to be. And then suddenly back after the season, he got his head right.
I slightly defended him. I'm like, the potential's there, but he's stuck in Jacksonville, so who knows?
I mean, that was Tread's biggest thing. We were crapping on Trevor Lawrence, and he came on and said Trevor Lawrence is good. And then he was right. He outshined us on that one. All right, Jalen Hurts with a huge fall all the way down to 13. People hate this guy now.
I mean,
Jalen
can you
Hurts.
blame us though? Look at what happened this year, man.
It was a disaster.
Look,
it's gonna get worse.
It might.
Yeah. Also, sidebar story. That was the trade that didn't happen. AJ Brown's still an Eagle.
Yeah.
Not for long. It'll happen after the draft, I think. He's not sticking around there.
We'll see.
I'm looking forward to that day because there are those Eagle commenters on that one trade, that trade video we made where we're like, AJ Brown ain't on an Eagle, is on an Eagle in 2026. It's not happening.
Down on him that hard. It took like all day for them to type that like one sentence out. So
oh, it's back. He's back. All right. Goff at 14, Jordan Love at 15, Bo Nix at 16. He played pretty well last year. It's kind of low for Bo.
A lot of screen passes. Long screen passes.
A lot of screen
passes.
And then the you know what? Maybe these two guys have flipped. Have Justin Herbert 17. He's above the line. Have him and Trevor Lawrence traded spots. Sort of here.
Trevor, I think, was right below the line last year or last Orton line. So
Herbert is such an afterthought for me because I feel
steady decline here.
I feel like, to your point, Ryan, I feel like what we thought about Trevor Lawrence is true about Justin Herbert. Like he's the new Tony Romo. He's pretty good. That's all he's ever going to be.
Well, this is the year. I mean, he has no excuses.
2026 MVP point. Justin Herbert.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Now it's
sure. And you know what?
Justin Herbert here.
You know what? I hope so. I'd love to see him actually live up to it. But the knock on him is the same as it's always been, which is he has no killer instinct at all.
Second year in the Harbaugh system.
Yeah, we'll see.
Different offensive coordinator. Our guy Mike McDaniel.
To get it to the air, everybody.
Oh, that's Mike McDonald.
That's Mike McDonald.
Listen, baby.
No, Mike McDaniel's the crazy guy from Miami.
Yeah. Two different guys.
Yeah, that's right.
I always said the Chargers need to draft Jeremiah Love since he's like so into anime and Naruto and shit. The only offensive coordinator who would love him is Mike McDaniel.
Oh, they would get along so well.
Just go play in LA. You're right there for Otakon or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah, he'd be great.
All
right, let's go.
D&D characters.
Let's go below the line. Let's go to a little bit of a sadder list. Sadder Kyle. Ooh, sadder Kyle. Below the Orton line. One spot below the Orton line is my guy Bryce Young.
I argued for Bryce Young above the line.
You did. Lost. You were outvoted. I felt like at this point he's still below the line.
Fair.
Give me another couple games though, and he's above the line.
I was impressed that he got one below the line. I never thought the day would come. I mean, he was like 27th last time he was on the line. So we're moving on up. We're moving up, baby. You know who's fallen the most, I think, out of anyone? CJ Stroud. He went from 8 to 19 over the last year.
No faith in this guy anymore.
Who? I wonder who had that on their list, Mr. Mike.
I'm not on the Orton Line voting committee.
You're not in it. Neither am I. No. Neither one of us are in it. Greg A is a part of the Orton Line, right?
Is the third member of the Order of Templar of Orton.
I kind of like it that way though, because I like being surprised by the list every time it comes out. I don't want to know.
You see, guys, I'm on my watch here. I have this app that tracks my stress and my blood pressure. I call it the Orton app.
I feel like your blood pressure is just like the graph is just a straight line, but it's at the top of the graph all the time.
It's flat, but at the top.
At the top, right at the top.
It's like the PE teacher from Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
Stroud is 19. Cam Ward all the way up to 20.
I like Cam Ward. I like what the Titans
do.
We got a little. Titans had a hell of a good offseason.
It's solid. There's no stars in there, but it's solid.
But then listen,
Cam Ward said it himself. We ass, and he right.
He was right.
We ass.
But Cam Ward got a little better every game.
Mm-hmm.
He did. He got
something.
better.
That's not to say that he's Peyton Manning, but that's the Peyton Manning progression.
But he also seems like the kind of dude who understands that he needs to take it seriously. I don't think he's off playing Call of Duty, not learning the playbook. He seems like the dude who's like, I'm going to get better at this, and I'm going to commit myself to this. And now that he's got a better coaching staff around him. I think out of all, they have the biggest potential for wow team this year. I think they're going to be significantly better.
Yeah, and
that may mean 3 or 4 more wins for them, which for them is not significantly better.
I'm high on them. I'm really high on the Titans. I think they're going to be in that division. I think they have a
Mark's Titans.
We'll see.
Whoa, it's too early for that.
Under Cam Ward is the annual part of the Orton Line where we started getting distracted by talking about other stuff because we didn't want to deal with the guys who were left. Happens every year.
This is a very ugly list after we get through this rookie class where it's Cam Ward, Jackson Dart, Tyler Shuck in a little cluster there. And then it's Poochie.
We talked about it before. The younger guys do tend to get preferential treatment in the Orton Line because there's potential there.
Yeah, and so I think part of the rationale here was take 2021-22. Those 3 teams are committed to those guys.
Yeah, right.
Everybody underneath it, they've either actively already cut that guy or he's not their guy.
Right. Well, he's
not even there anymore.
Right, that's what I mean.
Poochie is not on a team right now, technically. He's 23. Phillip Rivers, he's played 1.5 games this season, and he's up to 24th. Explain this.
Who else were you going to put there? Were you going to put the kid from Notre Dame who played 3/4 of a football game? Were you going to put Anthony Richardson who didn't play? Were you going to put Daniel Jones who was definitely not their quarterback at the end of the year? Phillip Rivers, baby.
Yes.
Wow. He's awful on this list for a guy who came off the couch and started one game.
All I can think about is
he looked better than any one of those guys below him in the game he played.
100%.
The only thing you've ever read about football, the only thing you know about football is the Orton Line. And imagine you just jump 10 years into the future and look at the 2025 Orton Line, and for some reason Phillip Rivers is still there.
Still on it. Next to Aaron Rodgers.
Right. Next to Aaron Rodgers. Right.
Yeah. 10 years from now, when you're looking at the Orton Line again and you go back a little bit, you're going to think this is a typo. Why is Rivers in there again?
No. In 10 years, we're going to be like, Phillip Rivers played then too.
Yeah. Right.
Yep. Yeah, he's back again.
He's going to come back once more for insurance.
You got to get away from those grandkids, man. Oh my God.
Super Bowl. It's amazing that he's done this. So.
All right, after him, it's Tua, who is he gone. Justin Fields, he gone. Michael Penix, injury. Shador, 28. My most
Mark
lasting
wanted Shador lower than this, by the way.
Yes,
wow.
We were at 28, and Mark thought that was too high.
My lasting memory of Shador is that one play where he did not convert but celebrated. Remember that?
Celebrated. It's like a third down, and he didn't get it.
He did not convert. It was like a nice 18-yard pass, but he did not convert and celebrated like he did.
To paraphrase Cam Ward, he ass.
He might be ass. Yeah. Mariota, another oh boy, he's back.
I mean,
Old home week.
Yeah.
Juggalo JJ not being last is interesting. It goes the end is Juggalo JJ, Jacoby Brissett, and Geno. Now the only reason I would say Juggalo is above Jacoby is because he's younger.
Yep.
I guess.
That's exactly the reason. Yeah.
He is younger, and there was a point at which Minnesota thought he was their guy. Arizona never thought Brissett was their long-term guy once Murray went down.
No. Brissett is their guy this year, though. They do not have another option at quarterback right now.
They
will draft Diego Pavia.
I was going to say Ty Simpson.
That too.
Oh,
terrible.
That would be bad. That would be
I've
bad.
seen two stories today about Ty Simpson's draft stock being high.
Oh boy.
God.
Oh,
Ty Simpson is the guy that some team is going to talk themselves into. And,
Somebody stop trying to make Ty Simpson happen.
We'll
like a Brady
Quinn
in
a little bit.
Yeah, there was a graph
Brady
that I was showing where they superimposed this year's quarterbacks onto previous years quarterbacks in terms of skill set and passing yards and everything like that. His equivalent was Quinn Ewers. It's like,
who also doesn't play.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Quinn. All right, that's the Orton line. It is.
You didn't even talk about Geno.
Geno's last.
We did earlier.
Yeah, we talked enough about Geno. All right, draft time. Let's do a little bit of draft talk. We're gonna do the draft live, first round of the draft again. April 23rd is the first round, so stick with us. We'll be doing that. I guess just from a team need. Our own teams or something you're interested in watching. This is kind of a weird draft. So, Mr. Mike, what are the 49ers looking for in your opinion? What do they need to get?
Offensive line, because eventually Trent Williams is not going to play football, and there's some rumblings about that contract negotiation being a little dicey. I still think they're going to look wide out.
Okay.
And God, for the love of God, secondary. Their secondary is terrible. That is their weak defensive link. I think they need secondary help. I think that might end up being their primary secondary line help secondary help, offensive line, and then probably wide out third, because I think they still want to add a little more depth at that position.
What pick do they have? 17 or something like that? I think they're before the Panthers. Are they before the Panthers? They won a game though, right? So they're after the Panthers. They're in the 20s. They won.
27.
They beat the Eagles. They're 27. Ouch. Okay. So I might trade out of that.
I wouldn't be shocked.
That's a trade candidate. All right. Drew, your Lions. It's weird to say that. Weird to say that. What do the Lions need? Have you thought about this?
The Lions, it's clear that their offense functions best with two running backs. So they got to find somebody to replace Montgomery. Do they need to do that in the first round? Probably not, but they do have to address that at some point. Mm-hmm. Also, I think they could use another cornerback. And again, maybe a thing you don't get in the first round, but I think they need help in their interior defensive line. They got great defensive ends. I don't think they're all that great up the middle.
It's true.
At somebody's team who wasn't great up the middle, then drafted, quote, the big fat guy. I can't recommend that more than enough. Draft the big fat guy.
Listen, my boy from Florida is probably still available if they want to sign him.
What was his name again? The
Watson, I think.
500-pounder.
What was that? I think I said to you guys that there's a defensive tackle whose nickname is Big Citrus because his first name is his last name is Orange. It's a great nickname.
Big Citrus.
I want him. I want him and that ginger
Malik
offensive lineman.
Yeah, where's the guy going?
Jennings Dunker. Yeah, great name.
Yeah, we need him on one of our teams.
Who's this? Dunker and Big Citrus.
Big Citrus sounds like a nickname Shaq gave somebody.
Yeah.
Like that sounds like a Shaq generated nickname.
Hey, Big Citrus, go get me a juice.
Yeah.
Doesn't even know his real name.
Doesn't matter.
No.
Doesn't matter.
His name is Big Citrus now.
Our Bills, what do we need? Megastar Mark.
Receiver. Give me another receiver. Give me another weapon to go on that offense. I think a linebacker is they have, because they're switching over to a 3-4, and they have Dorian Williams, who I do like, and I think he's more suited for a 3-4, and Terrell Bernard, but Bernard had a kind of a shaky season this year, so I think another linebacker would be good. And I'll tell you the receiver that I absolutely adore, and Drew knows this because I talked about him last year in college football, is KC Concepcion. I think him in Buffalo would be tremendous.
I don't know if he'll quite fall to you.
He might not,
he could, but he could.
Right.
Well, and
or it would be a small price to move up to get him.
He's also from Rochester. I had no idea about that. His whole family's born and raised in Rochester. Yeah,
he ever has a big catch. It's the Immaculate Concepcion.
Concepcion.
Exactly. Yep.
He's Concepcion Recepcion in college, which is also great.
Very good.
Yeah, he's
I do like that. I do like that. Panthers have picked 19, so there's still possibilities. There's some O-line dudes available at that moment.
Wait,
maybe a guard.
Is this the first time in the history of the podcast that all of our teams are drafting in double digits?
Could be.
Might be.
Yeah,
Most things I changed to the Raiders.
Since you quit the Raiders. This is the lowest pick the Panthers have had in a long time.
Yeah.
There is so I need some advice. So one of the guys mocked to Carolina is the safety from Oregon, who's supposedly really good.
Dylan Thyman, I think his name.
Yeah,
is.
That guy, Thyman. And then the other guy is Oregon's very Kyle Pittsian tight end.
He is unbelievable.
Good. Yeah.
Who would you rather have
the tight end,
those two?
Yeah.
I mean, the tight end's the one you'll see on the highlight tape. If you're trying to give Bryce weapons, he's your guy.
Right. And this year's really deep. I did do some prep for this, and this year's safety class is really deep across the rounds. You can get a decent safety,
later
in round 3 or 4. You don't need to take a first rounder on it. So take the elite tight end.
But is he elite? He's not like a Tyler Warren. He's very raw, right? That's what I've been told by experts.
I think in that offense he would be wonderful with Bryce.
Yeah, go back and watch your boy on the tape.
Yeah.
He can.
I gotta watch it.
He's ready to play.
I gotta watch some tape. All right. The other guy that I'm most interested in is where our guy Bain from Miami ends up.
Yes. And apparently people are knocking him because he's got short arms or whatever.
Yes,
but so did the Bosa's, and they turned out fine.
Yeah, right. It's not like offensive lineman where that one guy at New England got roasted in that playoff game.
Yeah.
Or multiple playoff games. What am I saying?
No, Bain's got real talent.
Yeah. Just get around the edge. Can you get around the tackle fast? Which you can.
Yeah.
And he's got extraordinary bend. Right. He gets low.
No, he's going to be a star.
Will he be a game wrecker? Will he fall and be a game wrecker for somebody?
I could see him. I think Miami. Honestly, he plays. Obviously, he plays college ball in Miami. I think the Dolphins are a good fit for him.
I don't personally see if he falls, he would fall to like 15.
Yeah,
there's such a premium for outside edge rushers now. Yeah,
and got an intensity. He was the team captain. Like you can't. That's
And by the way, his battery mate Mesidor is also going to go in the top 20.
Very good. He's a little different. He's more like a kind of an edge setter, like a run stuffer type of thing. But he's still very good.
He can get upfield.
He can. Yeah.
Anybody else in this draft you're really watching? I know we're watching for where Love will end up, the running back from Notre Dame. But
listen, to me, okay, do I think Ty Simpson is that good? No, I don't.
Right.
I think he can make some good throws. I think he faltered in a lot of his big games, but I am also, two things can be true. I am also open to the idea that Mendoza is not unilaterally great.
Yeah.
I've said that on this podcast a couple of times. I think he's pretty good, but I think what he is now is what he's going to be. I don't see how his ceiling gets higher. So I say all that to say I am open to the possibility that Mendoza, everybody's, anybody who suggests that Ty Simpson might go early seems to be taking it as an insult to Mendoza's ability. I don't think Mendoza's ability is above reproach. I don't like him as much as I did Cam Ward. I don't think he's the prospect that Trevor Lawrence was. He's certainly not Andrew Luck. He's not Joe Burrow. Like, I don't think he's as good as any of those guys.
Yeah.
Interesting.
To me, he's a bigger Justin Fields. Wow. Like Kurt Cignetti's offense is designed so that he doesn't have to think that much. Mm-hmm. You know, you're only watching half the field.
Yeah.
I am interested. I agree with you, Drew. I think there's a lot of question marks, and I think this year's class overall isn't good. You know, it's compared to some other ones, so it's not going to be
for quarterbacks.
Not certainly. For quarterbacks. Like good depth on safety. I think good depth
receiver.
On defense end, receiver, and you know, kind of sketchy on everything else. That's another reason, by the way, I say go for that tight end because there's not a lot of good ones. So get the one who is good in this year's. I love Carnell Tate, the wide receiver.
Yes.
I mean, I think he is going to be a star in the NFL. Mike will also like him because he's a Lego enthusiast. Like that's what he does. He builds Lego sets.
He's a Lego enthusiast, just like Mike.
I think that's really cool. So, yep.
Nice.
But I like him a lot. So,
all right, we will recap that on the 23rd. So we'll be back on the 23rd. It's not that far away. It's not that far away.
I'm really looking forward to that. The live draft is always the best. So.
It's always a good one. All right, we do have a stripe spiral. Or are you saying we have a stripe spiral?
The only thing to discuss in the stripe spiral is that South Carolina apparently won the lottery for the services of that kid from Ireland who's never played football, but he's going to get a scholarship.
Good for
He's going to South Carolina.
I hope he's like super Irish when he's like insulting people. It's like, oh, you son of a bitch! I'll fucking kick your ass.
He is from a Nigerian immigrant family, so I don't know that he has a rich brogue.
Oh my God, even better. I hope he does.
That'd be great.
But, he's one of these, new era social media. Somebody posted like an 8-second video of him playing rugby, and colleges started falling all over themselves to offer him a scholarship for a sport. He's
big, right?
Has that ever worked out? Has there ever been a rugby guy who's come into the NFL and done anything?
Unless he's a kicker.
I mean, I can't think of one. It doesn't mean the answer is no, but I can't think of anybody.
There was somebody that didn't the Rams pick up some guy years ago?
Didn't they have a guard who was big into rugby? Maybe I'm not thinking.
I forget.
Hey guys, Antonio Gates played basketball.
It's true. I mean, the famous one is who was it? Haloti Ngata played rugby, but he also played football.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
Although, who's that? Who was it that just signed that power forward from Notre Dame that's never played football, and he's going to be a tight end?
Chargers, I think. Was it the Chargers?
I don't forget who it was. But I mean, there's some precedent for that.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we will see. We shall see. Any other stripe spirals we need to know about right now?
Nah.
Wow. Okay, and that's it. No other segments because we are not. We have nothing else to do. There's no sad boys. Everyone's happy boys right now.
Right. You don't get football FUBAR till the regular season. Okay?
Yeah, that doesn't start till the regular season starts. The Wild Hogs. Will the Wild Hogs ride again this year?
I hope so. I had fun.
As far as I know.
All right, good. I'm excited.
By the way, there is one sad boy. It needs to be said. Sad boy Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh,
he can't even get benched properly.
Oh boy!
And don't forget, gentlemen, this year McConkey's taking his talents to South Beach.
That's right.
When do we get our first McConkey? Is that week 1 as well?
Yeah, regular season. Yeah,
regular season.
Regular season week 1.
We don't want to spoil everybody with all of our segments.
You got to set it up to the season finales during November sweeps.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, it's a good time to plug now. What's going on with Bloody Good Music? It's been a while since we've heard from you.
Since we've discussed, I've actually done some stuff. But if you're looking for 2 things you should read my review of Rob Zombie's album, which is encouraging because it reminds you of old Rob Zombie, but also disappointing because it reminds you of old Rob Zombie. And if you want to. As Chris warned me in advance, he said, next week I'm going to be sharpening my fillet knife. Chris took on the new Morrissey album.
Oh, God.
Just see, here's the thing. Nothing he can do can be as bad because that Morrissey album will cut itself.
Yes, that's right. Super edgy.
True.
Possibly
true. That's true. It's true. I had some thoughts about some 90s bands, and I actually was like, who can I talk to about this? And I actually emailed Chris.
Yeah,
there you go.
And he said, "I'm not sure why me, but here are my thoughts."
Yeah, no, he'll be honest with you.
Yeah, which is funny. So yeah, go check that stuff out. TGIF podcast had a baby and also did an episode on babies.
It's a good episode. It's a real funny episode.
It's insane that Full House unanimously took the top spot. Spoilers.
It was a good episode. It was
a good episode of Full House. Rare, an incredibly rare thing. An incredibly bad episode of Perfect Strangers.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, insane. Also, the dumbest plays, we put that out. You can go find the 2025 dumbest plays. I think it came out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm happy with our selections. It took a little bit of time, but we got it. We nailed it down.
There was a lot of stupid.
There was a lot of stupid last year. A lot of stupid. Mostly from kickers. A lot of Young Wei Koo. I will never forget Young Wei Koo forgetting how to kick.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I ain't missing Koo at all.
Yeah.
He's never going to kick again for anybody, right?
No,
maybe for the UFL.
He's going to go to the UFL and kick a
right.
60-yard field goal for 4 points, which
I
happened
love that.
over the weekend.
I love the 4-point
like
thing.
that.
Yeah.
I do like that. Student of the week. Are we dead? Are we officially dead? No more students of the week?
There's no more students this week. This year could end tomorrow, and it would be far.
You're about to go on spring break. It's okay. It's going to be okay. You're about to go on spring break.
Doesn't matter. I have to go back.
Spring break. Woo.
Okay. All right. We're done here. That's all the plugs. Go buy merch if you want it and you want to wait 30 to 70 days. All right. We're out of here. Peace out. We'll see you next time.
It's the tariffs, Ryan, and supply chain problems.
Again,
Bye.
still. Bye.
Deuces.
Off in the distance, around the corner, out of sight.